In this life, people will disappoint you, friends may betray you, family may abandon you, and even those closest to your heart might let you down when you need them most. But there is one who will never fail you, and that is Allah, the most merciful, the most loving. Allah promises in the Quran that if you seek His forgiveness, no matter how vast your sins may be, even if they stretch from the earth to the skies, He will still forgive you. What kind of mercy is this? What kind of love is this? No matter how many mistakes you have made, no matter how far you think you have strayed, if you turn back to Him with sincerity, He will wipe away your sins as if they never existed. Imagine standing on the day of judgment filled with regret over your shortcomings, only to hear Allah say, "I have forgiven you." That is the mercy of our Creator. That is who Allah is, the most compassionate, the most forgiving. No one loves you like Allah does. No one forgives you like Allah does. Your acts of worship do not add to His greatness. They benefit you alone. Your sins do not harm Him. They only harm you. Yet He remains ever ready to forgive. Satan wants you to lose hope. He whispers that your sins are too many, that you are beyond forgiveness. But do not believe his lies, because Allah will never fail you. Look at how Allah introduces Himself in the Quran. The very first words we recite, "In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful." He does not begin by reminding us of His power, His might, or His punishment. He begins with mercy because He wants you to know no matter what you have done, turn back to Him, and He will never let you down. My dear brothers and sisters, life is a journey of trials. Hardships will come, loss, pain, sickness, even death. These are not punishments, they are tests. They are reminders calling us back to Allah. Sometimes what we see as a disaster is actually a hidden mercy. A calamity might be a punishment for some, but for others it is the greatest form of mercy. A person who dies in sujood during a catastrophe, is that a punishment? No. That is an honor from Allah. A person who faces hardship but remains patient, is that a sign of Allah's anger? No. That is a means of purification and elevation in His sight. If you trust in Allah, if you hold firmly to Him, He will guide you through the storms of life. Have you noticed how people turn to prayer when they fall sick or lose something precious? Isn't that a sign of Allah's mercy? He calls us back before it is too late. And when He finally answers our prayers, do we remain steadfast or do we return to our old ways? How many people beg Allah for something, a child, a job, success in life, and when they receive it, they forget the one who granted it. This is why when you make dua, do not ask only for the blessing itself, but for the ability to remain grateful for it. When you pray for children, you are also praying for a righteous spouse. When you ask for wealth, you are also asking for barakah in that wealth. Be mindful of your du'as and trust that Allah will never fail you. My brothers and sisters, never forget this world will fail you, but Allah never will. Turn to Him, seek His forgiveness, and He will open doors for you beyond your imagination. May Allah fill our hearts with love for Him, keep us steadfast in faith, and grant us His infinite mercy in this life and the next. Ameen.